G.I. Joe. Some of you thought I forgot. Some of you thought I wouldn't get back to it, didn't you? No. Hurricane's fault. Couldn't get to it. Here we go. G.I. Joe, Pyramid of Darkness, 5-part episodes. Let me talk about it. I like certain things. I don't like other things, but let's just do the show right. Let's just give it a little bit of time. We let this show breathe for a minute. So this is actually on YouTube. They have their whole channel is out there. They actually have, this is the 40th anniversary special. So instead of being 5 individual episodes, they put them all together as one. So that's also a great outlet for those of you who don't own it, like myself. So it's really, really cool way to do it. And with that, let's just do a little Joe.
Yo, Joe!
Fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe
G.I. Joe is there. Okay, there we go. So, love it, love it, love it. I love the music. I know it's repetitive. I love the pacing. I know it's predictable. It is very cliche in all the different ways. Like Cobra is going to come up with a scheme. They're going to do this. It's going to require different pieces that are in different parts of the earth. Therefore, teams will have to split up. There's going to be like a desert sequence and the snow and something in the swamp or maybe in the sand. Things like that. Characters will get to be able to interact differently with one another, showcase different things. We're also going to have a lot of showcasing of weapons and vehicles, both for Cobra and Joe's. We got to sell action figures, right? I got it. And you know what? I loved every minute of it. Had a great time. Now, this is so the fun part about Shipwreck is Shipwreck and the Parrot are side by side all the time. It doesn't matter if they're in the cockpit of the plane, if they were on a boat, if they're in disguise. The parrot's always there. It's crazy fun. Okay. It is a little bit ridiculously childish at times when you have different moments and things like that that happen that are so contrived. Obviously, they don't show any death. So you have all of this sort of like pew pew, laser shooting, explosions, whatever, but you see parachute. You see little things that let kids know at home. Hey, listen, there's no blood and guts. Everybody's okay. Because it's designed for you to have those figures and planes and then just go act it out. And your character, oh, he's dead. Okay, pick him back up and play again, right? It wasn't about, the craziness of reality and whatever that they go for these days. Close up of the parrot, by the way. And there are some moments. Let me see if I can get this to come up. Because there are some moments that are just not. I want to say they're just not the best because they're just not the best. Yeah, that when the robot things come out, it's a little much for me. I think it's right there. So I don't know. There's just some stuff that I didn't care for as much. I hate the twins. Zartan's bad enough, but to have the twins, I don't mind the swamp guys. They're fine. Cobra Commander's so funny. There's a lot of Shipwreck and Snake Eyes in this. They have their like own little mission that they kind of stick together on. So that's kind of cool. It is, and again, it's very, very absurd. By the way, the animation at times is fantastic. Not all the time, but there are scenes where the animation is just tremendous. So I don't know how it was departmentalized or how it was kind of like sort of like split up because there are certain sequences and stuff that are just they're tremendously well done. There are other sequences that are not so great. There's also silliness and things in here which I didn't care for. I'm trying to. It's coming up here. I'm trying to make sure. Yep, right here. Let me just kind of. We'll play through it a little bit here. I'm not even sure I understood what this is supposed to be. If it was supposed to be a lava river or what this was supposed to be. And by the way, Destro is like so well used in the first miniseries, and he kind of takes a back seat to Zartan in the second miniseries. And here, he has moments, but he's just not. He's back to being submissive to Cobra Commander again, not trying to take power and control like he was in the first episode. This sequence though made me laugh so much. He's like, they're trying to drop the cube thing down. It's like lower the cube, nope, a little bit, little right, little, keep it coming, keep it coming. And I was like, okay. And then it just sort of like he goes too far, and it literally splashes his dome. Okay. I didn't know what to say. I listen, Joe fans, just remember moments like this exist. That's all I'm saying. Just when you're thinking I'm being too tough, when you think I'm being too harsh, just just there's others. This is just one. Just so we're clear, I'm not hating on your show. I'm not trying to dunk on your show, but there are some moments that are just a little silly. And I'm not even getting into like the dialogue nitpickiness because there are moments where the dialogue's bad and the science is just silly. There's just massive amounts of just science. It's just ridiculous. Um, I wouldn't really know exactly how. Oh god, this whole sequence. So the idea of using this type of little cart where you have to push the thing, and there's sort of like, it's coming. Let me get to the part. I gotta find it. Maybe, no, they're out. They're on the street, so it's before that. There it is. There's a sequence where the dog, yes, the timber wolf, is pumping the thing. If the show was meant to be serious, like if this was a hardcore show, I would be landmining. This is a show for like little kids who want to have the dog like as an accessory for Snake Eyes and do this. That they don't. You understand the difference of why I'm not like landmining to the face like I might if I was doing like a Disney show or Marvel show where they take this. We're supposed to take it all serious, right? So, all right. So let me get a little further because we do have a few that happen kind of close together. Like it got a little rough for me. So they get out of all that, and then they end up in this sort of like cat and mouse thing and like this club with this girl, and so she's pro Joe, but she's also like in a Cobra Commander district, so she kind of has to put on the front. So their idea of sneaking them out, she just kind of brings them up on stage, and I kid you not, they go into, well, first off, they're doing can. Yeah, this is Snake Eyes. This is Snake Eyes. And then he starts doing breakdancing. I'm like, okay, all right. By the way, sometimes those gloves are off. We know he's a white dude, just so we're clear. All right. So then we have snow. We have snow. Which, by the way, this was cool. This thing, this bridge builder thing. I don't know why that's not used in some movies. That thing is freaking cool. That I paused that. I was like, wow. I want to see that in a live action project. That's freaking awesome, man. I think it's beast. Okay, so Cobra and all of them are looking. Her name is Satin, not Satan. Satin. But they're going to go incognito to escape. This is the battle over like they do these odd supernatural things in GI Joe as well, which doesn't, it creates a conflict for me because I'm not quite sure the rules of the universe I'm playing in are clearly defined for me. Like I feel like it's supposed to be very grounded into real life military motif with a fictional villain who has, an unlimited amount of money and resources to, counter them. But then every now and again, they're put in a situation where you have these crazy, odd, supernatural things that don't quite work for me. Again, the twins are unbearable. The satellite stuff's all fine. Yeah, this weird robot thing comes out of the cube to defend itself. Didn't like any of that. Did not like any of that. There's never enough Shadow Storm, right? In his name. I always get it wrong, don't I? I don't know by now. Storm Shadow. Shadow Storm. See? I'm sad and pathetic. I know. I think Major Blood went to the snow last time too. Poor dude. He gets a short stick. We got to get to the final, like really bad. Is this the sequence? Oh, maybe no. That's not it yet. I don't know if it was. Yeah, this is it gets really bad. So Cobra is looking for Shipwreck and Snake Eyes, and they're in deep with Satin. They're undercover, right? So they're going to be surrounded. So they're going to come out incognito. She kind of knocks one down. It's like, listen, we got a party for Cobra Commander, dude. Can't do that. You gotta do your thing, right? All right, fine. Y'all come out of there. So this is how they come out. They're all dressed up. We gotta have a little sound. Come on, Joe fans. You know you want a little bit of sound, right? Come on. You know you do. You know you do. It's so crazy. Snake Eyes is in a dress and he still keeps the ninja mask on. Okay. I can't help it. I need to know, is there an action figure that comes with the dress accessories? Or do you guys need to go rob the Barbies to make sure you can make the outfit for Snake Eyes when he's undercover with Shipwreck? It's okay. And if you don't think that's silly, if you're like, oh, that's fine. It's fine, Pops. It's fine. You're overreacting, Pops. Am I? Am I overreacting? The bird's got sunglasses, which in a beret, which is fine. Here's the dog. Which, by the way, here's my thing with the dog. He's got like the visor and the hat, but what's on his tail? Scarf, hose, pantyhose, socks. What's the deal with the hose? Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it. Everything else is actually fine. It's the action adventure that we all know and love. It's the contrivances that make things work so we can showcase different characters. I don't care for this sort of like Shang-Chi, like, karate knockoff stunt double guy who's kind of thrown into the mix. I don't know. I don't know. He just didn't need to come along. We didn't need him. We didn't need that. That's probably another element that just didn't need to happen. Sequences are fine. Everything else kind of works itself out pretty well. I enjoy it. Let's see. There's one other moment that really, really I enjoyed, and I loved it a lot. So hopefully I can find it. I don't want to get over it too fast, but this is them getting their way. They've figured out how to get through everything and break everything down and make it happen. Oh, so here we go. It's the best. So they're fleeing the base because obviously the Joes have found them and they know what's going on. And there's communication with Destro, who's got this other machine going on. So that's kind of what's happening there. I think it's the right sequence. Did I skip it by accident? Oh, I might have. Yeah, I might have. Anyway, there's a quick scene. There's a quick shot when they cut to, like, I think this is before the base goes down. Is probably why. And they cut to Destro, and Destro and Baroness are making out. Man, it's hysterical. I laughed so hard. I could not believe that's what was happening. It was great. Anyway, so here's the thing. It's still a great, fun show. For those of you that love G.I. Joe, I get it. It's a blast. It's so much fun. Toys are fun. Characters are fun. It's everything we want. Like, that kind of thing. So, but you got to give me a little bit of leeway to have some fun at your expense with Pyramid of Darkness, because there were at least 4 or 5 moments where I'm like, whoa, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, everybody, take care. Enjoy your Saturday morning cartoons with me. Thank you so much. Batman will be coming up later. Got a nice in-betweener coming up with you. Check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching and being here. I am Bobs.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
There's the Autobots in space!
But where are the Autobots?
Who cares? Decepticons are gone!
Oh no, look!
It's Omega Supreme!
Introducing the Autobots Omega Supreme Defense Base. It comes with a motorized tank with flashing turret lights.
Decepticons! Counterattack Omega Supreme!
Transformers!
Omega Supreme will stop them!
Robots in disguise!
Omega Supreme is invincible!
Transformers!
The Transformers, sold separately. Batteries not included from Hasbro.
I brought you a little going away present, sweetheart.
Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie, Swiss rolls, my favorite.
I'm glad. It wasn't easy choosing between all those Little Debbies.
You shouldn't have.
Why not? Little Debbies are a great value.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Don't mind if I do. I think your plane is taking off without you.
Little Debbie snack cakes. Great taste, great variety, great value, too. Little Debbie has a snack for you.
Are you?
Just when you thought it had all blown over, pizzazz strikes again at Taco Bell. Buy a pizzazz pizza and a large Pepsi and get a free refillable pizzazz tumbler. Come to Taco Bell again and refill your tumbler again for just 29 cents. Get to Taco Bell and get struck by pizzazz. And get your pizzazz tumbler filled up again and again for just 29 cents.
Getting struck by pizzazz is such a fulfilling experience.
Here comes Bigfoot to step on some toes. When you got muscle, that's how it goes. Yeah. SST Muscle Machine. They're big, bad, dirty, and mean. Barreling home now, this is the one. This is the big guy that's big on the fun. Bigfoot, let the power go, you know what to do. Bigfoot, he's stepping up to win it for you. SST Muscle Machine. They're big, bad, dirty, and mean. SST Muscle Machine's Bigfoot. Batteries not included from Play School.